I am Cornholio. TP? TP for my bungle? This is insane. Hello, everyone. Terrence here with Hollywood Already Did It. If you haven't already, go ahead, like, share, leave a comment, ring that bell below. Anytime we have something, you will be among the first to know. First off, I don't think they've done a really good job, they being Paramount Plus, of putting this out there. Now, granted, I know the Beavis and Butthead are not a known entity at the moment, but I do feel like they are known enough to a sector of the population that they could do a better job of letting us know this is out here. The only reason I was even made aware of this is because I went on to Paramount Plus to look for some Star Trek stuff, and I saw Beavis and Butthead do the universe sitting there, and I'm like, well, wait a minute, there's a new Beavis and Butthead film, and I don't know about it. I am 40. So when the original run of Beavis and Butthead came out in the mid 90s, I was right in that 14, 15 angst ridden, just sitting there watching these two knuckleheads watching music videos all the time. And I went to the theaters and I watched them do America, and it was a glorious time. I am happy to report that it is another glorious time as these two do the universe. We are definitely in a world where multiverses and universe hopping, it seems to be the norm. I guess the pandemic just opened up a lot of thoughts and possibilities for people out there. What makes this work is that it's very much the old Beavis and Butthead show and movie. And the idea of those two knuckleheads are still those stupid, lovable idiots that you've come to always love. But what we have done is that we have taken what they do, their shtick, and we have transported them to 2022 to sort of have them go through some of the things that the world is going through today. And it's fun to watch them in a current setting. But we still have to kind of get them there. And so their whole thought process, their whole plan is to score. And so they end up, after getting into trouble, court appointed space camp, they wind up being a part of NASA. And in doing that, they mess up things, hijinks ensue, and they end up in a wormhole and end up jettisoned to 24 years into the future in 2022. And so we get to see them deal with Siri and Apple Pay or paying through your phones or white privilege, all of that stuff handled in a way that only Beavis and Butthead can do. And it is fun, way more fun than I think I had any right to be. Of all the reboots and redos that we kind of get, I did not stop laughing from ear to ear from the moment this movie started. It is not for everybody. I think if you are a Beavis and Butthead fan, you're going to enjoy this. And if you're not, you probably will avoid it anyway. Like, nah, it's too crass and too crude for me. But if this is the type of humor that you enjoyed, and you, even though you're older and wiser, that type of comedy still works for you. This is very smart, very intelligent, while still having taken the piss and still wanting that TP and still wanting the classics are still there. The TP, the bunghole, kicking the people in the nuts, trying to score, using innuendos and numbers that people not even really saying anything, but you take the dirtiest form of those words out of whatever it is they're saying. It's all here. But they are still those lovable idiots that you've always come to know and love. I know that they are doing a new series. I believe Mike Judge is doing a new series with these guys. We've had the 90 run. There was a sort of a reboot in the mid, like 2010 to 11, I believe, 2011. And then this is the sort of bring back to the forefront and hopefully a new show. I don't know what a show version of this talks about. I know the original was talking, like, we're idolizing and retrospecting music videos, and the second one they were doing like music videos plus YouTube stuff, a little bit of mix of that. I don't know what that becomes now, because what they were lampooning and watching is now, they're now in it. Like, TikTok is a part of that and all that stuff. So it'll be kind of fun to see what they do when the series comes out. Between Do America and Do Universe, you got a good duo of films from Beavis and Butthead. I think anybody who did not know that this existed, and you're a fan of Beavis and Butthead, you're doing yourself a disservice if you don't go pop this on right now. It's a good time to watch. I believe Paramount Plus is currently doing a free trial or some version of that this week. So if you don't have much of an interest in all the Star Trek shows, such as I do, but you want to see Beavis and Butthead do the universe, Now's the time to go ahead and grab that. It's quick, 83 minutes, but it'll be one of the most enjoyable moments you've had if you're a Beavis and Butthead fan. So on my scale of play it again, Sam, once is enough. I didn't mind that. Or give me a time stone so I never have to think about this film again. This is definitely a play it again, Sam. It's quick, it's easy. It is going already in my list of top 10 movies of the year. That's how much I enjoyed this. But I say that with the caveat of you need to be a Beavis and Butthead fan to sort of understand the greatest hits coming and then the greatest hits being adapted to some of the new stuff that happens in present day. Those are my thoughts. Have you found and were you aware that Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe is even out there? And if you have, what did you guys think about it? Go ahead and leave your thoughts and comments in the comments below. If you haven't already, you can follow us on Twitter at HollywoodADI, or you can hit us up on email at HollywoodAlreadyDidIt@gmail.com. We also have a podcast with the same name. That's on Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, anywhere that plays podcasts. We are there. And like always, I got my ticket. You got yours.